Hey, Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour. We have such an exciting episode. I think Riley has her dream come true to convert me to a Love is Blind fan because we have one of Love is Blind's very own, Jackie. I'm so excited for our conversation that we're going to have with her. I think she's going to bring such fun, crazy energy just from the glimpses that we got from her season on Love is Blind. Riley, are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited. I have so many questions about like the logistics of Love is Blind. I just can't wait.
I know. I always wonder, is it like the Bachelorette where they take like everything from them as far as like communication and cell phones and all that kind of stuff. So I think you got to ask her the nitty gritty.
Oh, I will. I am so prepared. This is so exciting to me. I just always wonder about the behind the scenes of what we don't see. And we know, Rose, that reality TV is fake, but I'm just very intrigued. So I can't wait.
I can't wait as well. And maybe it will inspire me tonight to start binge watching Love is Blind after.
Love.
Okay. So before we chit chat about our weekend and our upcoming plans and just, our little banter back and forth, which justice for the people that shouted us out that care about our banter.
Oh, that was so nice of you guys to care about our weekends.
Honestly, it meant a lot to us.
It meant more than you know.
But before we get into that, what do you have in your cup tonight?
Ooh, tonight I have a Waterloo. Have you ever heard of that?
I love Waterloo.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to be the first one to tell you about it. Am I late to the game?
A little, Rye.
Well, I don't have cool grocery stores near me. I got this at Whole Foods in Indy, and it's peach, and it's good. It's just like a sparkling water. I almost got poppy, but I forced myself not to.
Honestly, I think Waterloo has really good flavors, like flavor in their drink. Sorry, my voice just went for a second, but obviously this seems to be your first time dabbling into Waterloo. Can you rank it with Spindrift and LaCroix yet, or too soon?
Okay, I like Spindrift more than this, and I like this more than LaCroix.
Same with me.
Also, we're so similar.
We are. I think Waterloo is pretty cost effective. I always gravitate towards it because Spindrift is up there, man.
It's just so fun to say, Waterloo.
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 Waterloo. Aw, Lulu.
We're water to Lulu.
We are Lululemon. Remember that video?
Lululemon.
I love that saying. I truly am Lululemon. I thought
Same.
You had orange Waterloo from the looks of it via FaceTime, via filming. And I was going to say we were same girls, different font, because I actually have... It doesn't look orange at all, but it is inspired from you, from the Happy Hour Club. This is a orange poppy with sweet cream Chobani creamer.
I'm so jealous. I love my Waterloo, but that drink is so good. And I can tell it's so delish. It looks so good.
It's so good, right? And also, it's reminding me that Poppy is 100% coming out with orange creamsicle, and I called it here live on Drinks on Us.
You heard it here first at Drinks on Us. We called lemon lime, and we called orange dreamsicle.
Yes, and we have yet to try wild berries still.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those in store.
You know where we have to head?
Where do we have to head?
They're popping off at 7-Eleven.
What?
No, I'm so serious.
That was the last thing I was expecting you to say.
Poppy's, the last place I thought Poppy would collaborate with in a retail brand is 7-Eleven, but they have a full partnership with 7-Eleven.
Oh, we've got to go.
And they have the tall ones, the big boys.
Wait, where is my nearest 7-Eleven? I'm going to look it up. I feel like there's one around the corner. Am I allowed to go to 7-Eleven?
I triple dog dare you to go after this.
Oh, not a problem. 0.7. I'll
You
have to
better
drive.
go.
I won't walk.
No, don't walk, but go and get a tall boy wildberry and do a first taste.
Okay. Twist my arm.
Also, before we move on from this orange creamsicle, you didn't try it, and you said you would when you were in Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry.
I just need you to try it before, because I need both parties of Drinks on Us to claim that we know the flavor before, so everyone can say, Drinks on Us told you so.
Okay. Remind me next time I'm home to try it. I think it's like tucked away in the back of my fridge, so it was like out of sight, out of mind.
Fair. We'll give it to you this time.
Thanks.
Okay, so reporting back in Indy, she is a girl who can't be found too long in one place.
Yeah. I had to drive 6 hours to Indy on Sunday, and I had to listen to TTPD for 6 hours straight. It was just like such a bummer. Just kidding. It was so fun. I listened like 4 times through. I just love it more and more every time I listen.
Okay, so it's growing on you more and more.
Mm-hmm. It really, like, songs that I didn't love at first are now like my favorite. Isn't it crazy?
It is. What are a couple that are standing out to you these days?
Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, I kept listening through because I'd be like, okay, I just want to listen to this one. And then when we would go into the next song, I'd be like, well, I can't skip this one. And so it was just like a cycle where I couldn't get out of, just because when you're in the car, you listen to the lyrics so hard. Gosh, what are some that I love? LOML, Loss of My Life, real deep. But Daddy, I Love Him, such a good one. Who's Afraid of Little Me?
Ooh,
such a good one. And then obviously, like, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, Down Bad, duh. But just those other in-between ones, I was like, wait, I actually really like this one.
They're growing on you. I need to keep giving it chances.
You will.
I kind of had this realization, which I know I've been talking about this because it's been kind of, a little bit of processing where I'm like, am I a Taylor Swift fan or no? But I just I feel like at the end of the day, I'm more of an Ari girl vibe than Taylor. Like, I'm still on my Eternal Sunshine shit. I'm so caught up in February.
Okay, I forgot about Eternal Sunshine.
How? It's so good. And then when we were driving to Orlando, so I have to pick and choose. Like, Ryan can... He can get behind a little more Ari than he can Taylor. I'll be like, oh my gosh, Ryan, you should listen to this one about Taylor Swift. And it has like her beats from her concert in it. And he's just like could not care less, but trying to just like play it nice for me. But then I went down the Ari spiral and I went back to Thank You Next. That album, right, is absolute gold. I
know it was like a really hard time in her life. Thank You Next. But I miss that Ari so much.
That album is everything.
Remember we went to the concert?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I need to find the picture of us when we bought the hoodies.
We thought we slayed. Yikes.
We did. We were running around Nashville, Tennessee acting damn fools.
Mm-hmm. Sure were.
And that was when Capri Sun and alcohol, how you would like sip it in like a clear Capri Sun. And it was like the cool thing if you could go to a bar that had it. Remember we did that and just went nuts with the photo shoot.
Honestly, good for us. We thought we were so cool. We clearly were not. And that's why we're Lululemon.
At the end of the day, we're Lululemon and we're girls that love all artists.
Yeah. Wait, I want to go back to you being in the car with Ryan, and I want you to tell me about your weekend of basketball.
Oh my gosh. So yes, we went to Thursday and Saturday's Orlando Magic versus Cleveland Cavaliers basketball game. And I'm not sure if Ryan and I are bad luck because they got destroyed both games, which is not fun considering we drove on Thursday and Saturday, so much traffic, especially Saturday because you literally passed Disney World. So think about that on a Saturday.
A lot of time to listen to Taylor.
And we didn't.
I thought you said Ryan was like, eh.
Well, we got a few in there.
Yeah.
Just like couple, but I'm picking my battles. I just need to like go on a road trip by myself to listen. But yeah, it was really fun. It was just nice for Thursday we got to sit courtside, which was it's so cool. Honestly, a little scary. I was like, am I going to get hit by the ball?
You got to see Tristan Thompson.
I don't know. Justice for Clo.
Did you say, hey, justice for Chloe?
I want to tell Donovan to say, can you tell him I said justice for Chloe? And none of us believe you on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You're a really good actor, but sir, get a grip on yourself.
That was your chance.
I know. He was in a full domestic with a fan, too. I'm like, he's not okay.
What happened?
He was calling him a fat bee.
Wait, Tristan called a fan a fat bee?
Yeah. Ryan said he came up 18 different ways to call him fat.
What do you mean?
Like, they were just chirping back and forth because we sat right next to the media table, and then there was probably like 12 fans, and then it was the Cavs bench, and this guy who was maybe like 4 or 5 seats down from Ryan was the fat bee. And he was an Orlando Magic fan, obviously. And so I'm not sure exactly what he was saying, but they were like mouthing off to each other. And Tristan, just his only insult was that he was a fat bee. But he said it like a million different ways. He wouldn't stop. I'm like, he needs so much help. He's not okay.
Oh my gosh, he's not okay. I actually feel bad for the fat bee.
The fat bee, right? Not to be mean, but his belly was oozing off. It was flopping over, and he was like giggling, but he was laughing kind of back and forth, mouthing off to Tristan. But you don't want to take it too far because they can get fans ejected. So I think he kind of started panicking.
Oh my gosh! And you were there. You were boots on the ground.
Yes, I was panicked. I'm like, is this gonna is a fight about to happen here? Because I can't be around this.
Wait, so you were living Kate's dream when you posted. Kate said, did you know that Rose and Ryan are sitting courtside at the game? I'm like, yeah. Sorry.
I know. Seriously, we'll have to go to a game together, the 4 of us. That would be so fun.
You guys are the plug.
We just need Kate to have like a day off.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
One time he will. But yeah, it was still fun. Like, we got to see Donovan before. So Thursday, it was very spur of the moment. We only knew we were definitely going Saturday. We scrambled to go there, and I was so hungry. We're stuck in traffic, and they had we got access with being courtside to their underground spot. Right. The food was so good. It was steak and chicken off the bone. I was living my best life down there.
I love that for you. And plus, you looked so gorgeous.
Thanks. I really wore my shirt. I said, Lizzie McGuire, I am an outfit repeater. Oh,
you wore the Hazel and Poppy?
Yeah.
I loved it. You looked so gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. So yeah, it was fun. Anytime Ryan gets to see Donovan and watch basketball, it's fun. Not the outcome per se we wanted either time.
I know. What the heck are you guys? I don't think you're the bad luck charms. I think it's someone else.
I really hope not. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was Orlando's first time in the playoffs in a really long time. So I think maybe they were just feeling themselves. Yeah,
you're right. That's what it was. They had adrenaline, and there's always next time for the Cavs.
I hope. Damn. I'm sure Cade's panicked.
He's panicked. Yeah, he couldn't believe it. He said, yeah. He just couldn't believe that you guys were there.
Aw, poor Cade. I hope I lived it out well for him.
I think you did. Thank you for doing that for him.
Anything for Cade. That's honestly why I went to pay my duties. So yeah, that was basically the extent of my weekend, driving and basketball.
Aw, well, I think that you had some great quality time with Ryan. You got to see Donovan. That's so awesome.
Yeah. That's basically it. What else do we want to chit-chatty about?
Oh, I wanted to say the Dance Moms girls, our girly Kendall, they were absolutely living at they had a little party I don't think it was a premiere party because they didn't get to watch the reunion, but
No.
like they're stunning and they're like the it girls right now.
They really are the it girls, and they're also just, it's kind of healing the country.
You know what? They're healing the country. Everyone is coming together for the girls.
Seriously, like thank you for their duties, for what they're doing for our world.
We are saving our tears for the pillows.
Seriously, I was so curious, like how and what influencers got invited to this event. It was very random influencers aside from Dance Moms.
Why didn't they invite us? I'm just kidding.
It's giving main character syndrome. We just love ourselves.
Can you imagine us showing up there like two dummies?
Riley would still be panicked that Kendall can legally drink. You'd be like, oh, Kendall, slow it down.
Wait, after we wrapped the episode with Kendall, I told a story, and Rose, you were like, you should have told that on the pod, when Kendall and her friend came to visit me and my friend Emily when we lived downtown in Pittsburgh, like right after college. And Kendall obviously wasn't 21 yet. And she was like in that age where you like just want to try a drink so bad. So me and Emily let Kendall and her friend share one White Claw. Like
what a prude.
I'm such a prude big sister. I can't believe Kendall didn't disown me after that. Like, can I relax or no?
Kendall probably didn't give an F because she was going to do whatever she wanted, regardless if you let her have one White Claw or not.
Imagine your big sister saying you can share one White Claw with your friend. Like, oh my God, I've got to get a grip.
You've really come a long way, Rye.
Okay.
Because remember now, after we talked about that, she wants to tag along on our Kenny.
Yeah, that was really cute. I don't think we've told the Dew Crew yet about our excursion.
We're going to have an excursion. Rose and Rye are going to be reunited in just about, less than a month. But then, again, you tell them.
Dew's going country. We actually got invited to the Kenny Chesney concert by his rum company. So we're going to that in Pittsburgh, and it's going to be so much fun. Like, we've got to coordinate outfits, and
really
Kendall wants to come with us. So I think I need to redeem myself and let her drink more than half a White Claw this time.
Seriously. And now she's legal, so she can really do whatever she wants. But yeah. I'm so excited because is there anything like Kenny in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? No,
he was like banned from coming to Pittsburgh because because people just go absolutely nuts. And I think this might be his first year back. Maybe that's a lie, but last year he didn't come. He went to State College instead.
Okay. That's so interesting because yes, absolutely nuts. The whole city goes unhinged for him. For why? We're not sure. Maybe because there's nothing else to do.
There's nothing else to do in Pittsburgh.
But I was just curious because I'm like, I haven't really heard much commotion about Kenny, and normally it's the talk of the town. I mean, I know I don't live there anymore, but that makes so much sense that he was banned.
Yeah, he was banned. He said, I'm coming back.
Good. And we are going to be stomping in our boots.
We've got to text about our options for outfits.
I honestly think we should get on it because I think there's going to be some trial and error, like some returning.
Yeah. I'm getting some inspo from Stagecoach girlies.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's definitely coordinate. But I'm very excited for that. I did want to ask, just kind of rewinding a little bit back to Dance Moms. The Kendall is so funny. I don't know if that was on the episode or not. It might have been after we finished filming, but I'm like, what are you going to wear? Like, you have so much press. And she's like, I don't really know. I don't even care really. All her outfits, 10 out of 10. And
then she looked stunning as if she like was planning for months and months. That's what happens when you're gorgeous, and like, she's so carefree, and everything just works out for her. Yeah, I'm loving her vibe right now. Like, the hair, they are the it girls. They're the it girls, all of them. Yeah. And they're just so cute together. And I think you said this on the episode, Rose, like, it really is the closure that these girls need. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm happy for them. I think it's so great. Just, you can see and like feel that positivity and like kind of like a weight off their shoulders that they can finally like move on and be together. And I don't know, I just feel like it was so built up of just like this random cut
and so much happened. So I'm very excited to watch this. I'm tuning the fuck in.
We're tuning the F in.
Thanks for keeping it PG, Ray. So next week we'll have to recap our thoughts.
Okay.
Are you scared?
No. Wait, scared of what?
Like, are you like nervous for your mom and sister? Like, or
okay,
no?
So here's the thing, which you guys know this, especially you, Rose. Kendall says whatever is on her mind. She will not filter. So I think sometimes she says things and producers can take them out of context for sure.
Yeah.
And it can come out in a way like she has the kindest heart. She loves her friends. She loves her people. But sometimes I think she can say things that are not they don't come out the way she means for them to. Totally. So in that sense, yeah, I think that producers love her because she is unhinged. But I think she also talks in a very mature way. It just sometimes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great. I really hope I'm going to give Brian and the team a benefit of the doubt and hope that they close this on the right note. Like, come on. Like, we don't need it to be twisted and manipulated. And like, let the girls just, everything's been so great. The weekend in New York was great. I don't know. I'm excited though. Like, I'm seeing some clips. I think maybe because of Kendall being on the pod, my feed is turning into like clips from the reunion on my TikTok.
Oh, wow. I need to see.
Like, seeing some stuff. I'm like, how is this out? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Okay, good.
It's really good. I'm like, wow, I'm really missed out because I didn't really watch, but I just saw like, I'm seeing some clips where it's making me sad. It's emotional. I'm like laughing. I'm like, wow, I'm going through all the emotions.
I feel like what you said, they are healing the country. Like we're all going to be, I feel like needing to grab the tissue box on this episode comes out the day of.
Right.
Salute our troops.
Thank you for your duty. Yes, it does come out. We know you guys want to listen to the Do Crew over the Dance Moms reunion. Don't pull our arm. We know it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we know you guys will be listening to us over that for sure. We're being sarcastic if you can't tell. And don't forget about us on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yes. And we'll report back next week.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move on.
All right. Should we get to what's in our cart?
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to tell you that I had to do an Amazon return that I was so annoyed about. And do you ever do Amazon returns?
Always. Whole Foods is my lifeline.
Okay. Well, I was at home in Pittsburgh when I had to do a return, so I couldn't go to Whole Foods. That would have been so fun.
How do you do them?
I had to go to Kohl's. So, what?
Get it?
Well, so on my way.
That is so Pittsburgh of you.
I had to go to Kohl's.
Did you use your Kohl's cash?
They did give me 15% off.
Okay. So what'd you find at Kohl's?
Well, okay, it gets better because there's a Sephora in my Kohl's.
Whoa, pop off.
So I treated myself for doing the Amazon return and I went to Sephora on my way out and I got two things that I'm excited about. One, that Rare Beauty lotion that I put on my story. It smells so good.
Wait, is it body lotion?
Yeah. It's like, it's body lotion and it's like santal and earthy. You would love it. It smells so good. And my friend Mariah said that there's also a perfume spray that's the same scent, that it's like a hair and body mist. So I'm going to have to get it.
Definitely. Especially because it's nice to have a mist for the casual errands and stuff.
Yeah. I know. I love throwing a good mist on. So if you guys are needing a lotion or like a mist, I'll link it.
That's
Sorry.
so funny.
I don't know. Just thinking about going to Kohl's because that is so Pittsburgh. I'm a Yinzer.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, they're stepping it up. They got Sephora. Maybe they're becoming relevant again.
Yeah. And then I don't know what inclined me to buy this, but I got the Charlotte Tilbury like glowy blush. I know I said I was never going to buy another blush, but I ate my words.
Eating your words. You bought like 3 cents.
No, I literally keep talking about blush after I said that. But I like this one because it's like highlighter and blush. And I love it. All the Get Ready With Me girls on TikTok use it. And so I think that's what made me buy it.
So it's powder though?
No, it's liquid.
Oh.
I love it.
Wait, not the pink, like not the dot one.
It's
right?
a dot.
Is it the old one or a new one? Because I have the old one.
I think it's old.
Yeah. It's messy as all get out. Like it's great, but then it never shuts up. Like it just keeps spilling everywhere.
Well, you have to go on and off.
I know, but it never wants to go off after.
Oh, really?
At least that's my experience. I have to keep it in a plastic bag.
Oh my gosh.
So I retired it. But beautiful color, especially for summer. If it's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah. So I'll link that because I really liked the shade that I got too. I forget what it was called, but I'll link it. And then I wanted to give an update on my Babe Lash. I'm already seeing results.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You never told us that you were going that direction 100%.
I converted to Babe Lash, previously a Grande Lash girl, and I love it.
Okay. And did you get it at Costco or wherever they have it?
Okay, so actually my mom got it for me at Costco because I don't have a Costco card. And I got a 2-pack out of it.
Okay, that's amazing. I'm glad you love it. I forget, is it clean?
Probably not.
Okay.
But if you want long lashes, worth it.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. 80-20, baby. 80-20.
Yeah, I'm more like 60-40.
Yeah, no, you're doing great.
I did
I was
bring
thinking too.
Sorry, what?
Oh, no, you go.
I brought my brand basics to Indy with me. Huge milestone for me.
I'm so proud. What do you think of it?
I love it.
Because remember last episode, you were going to wipe down your counters after for the first time.
Yeah, I love it. And I can't believe I didn't switch sooner.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have a converter. I was going to say with the Rare Beauty Mist, that has to be clean because they're a vegan, cruelty-free company.
Oh, amazing.
So that would be a great, clean perfume for us.
Love. Okay,
or mist,
we'll link
I know.
it. Well, what's in your cart?
Link the mist for me because I think I want that.
Okay.
It's funny that you went to Sephora and I went to Ulta. We like switched roles.
Oh my gosh, and you had so much fun in Ulta.
I did, you guys. I feel like on this podcast I kind of shit on Ulta.
That's okay. You were like trying to be nice about it for me, but you did kind of shit on it.
I did, and I have to come on and say I'm so sorry because that place is a vibe.
Sure is.
I mean, there was just stuff in every which way corner, so many brands that I did not realize were at Ulta. Except
the worst part is when you go looking for something specific and they're like, oh, we don't have that. And then you have to go to Sephora. I just wish everything had every brand.
I agree. There was a couple things they didn't have necessaire. So I was basically going to say I went in looking for Wella because Wella, I don't know if they have it at Sephora, but I knew they had it at Ulta. And I last week was telling you guys I was struggling and I was just like, you know what? Riley loves Wella. I'm just going to get this. I washed my hair the other day. Love.
I was so nervous you were going to say you didn't like it.
No, I love the lather and it smells amazing. Mm-hmm. How fast do you fly through yours though? Because the bottle, maybe there's bigger bottles, but I was kind of scared to use too much.
Not that fast. I also do get the big ones. They come with a pump too.
Oh, nice. Where do you get those?
Ulta.
They did not have that there for me.
Oh, shoot.
I'll have
Probably
to look
Amazon
into it.
would have it.
Yeah. So I went there for Wella and I also needed a new body wash. And I decided that I wanted Necessaire last week. Well, Ulta doesn't have Necessaire. So I went with Way. Is that how we say it? Mm-hmm. I went with Way because I love the dog shampoo for for Rin for away, and I got this one. They had 2 different scents, and I got the St. Bart's. Just felt so summery. You would absolutely love the scent. It's like tropical, but like elevated. Love it. I'm a big fan. So I got that body wash. So I'm going to link the shampoo and the conditioner and the body wash. And then one random thing that I got on Amazon, I feel like so many people have this, so it's probably old news, but I finally got the Celine sunglass dupes on Amazon. Have you seen those?
I don't think so. I'm going to click your link.
They're literally $15. They're so cute. I finally was just like, you know what? I need another pair. They're just like a black, kind of like ovally, and then they have a thick gold sidebar. Really cute. You should get them.
Yay.
That's it. That's my cart.
I love that. Well, should we go get our guest?
Let's go get her.
Today, we are sitting down with Jackie Bonds, who you might recognize from Love is Blind. Hi, Jackie. It's so nice to have you.
Thank you. So nice being here. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so blessed.
Yay. We are big Love is Blind fans, so I'm sure our listeners are going to love this episode. So Riley and I have curated some questions that we think our listeners will get to know you better and just have good conversation. But before we get into it, we have to just do this as tradition. Jackie, what do you have in your cup tonight?
I have some high C orange, but I would love some reposado if y'all could send me some. I need me some shots.
I love that. Have you ever had reposado in high C? That kind of sounds like a vibe.
I haven't had them together. I would do like a chaser. I would always do reposado with like a chaser, but never together. But I guess it's together, if that makes sense.
For sure. Riley, that brings me right back to our college days. Just straight
I feel like we should do, so Jackie, we do like a happy hour club on our Instagram. We should totally make an elevated mocktail with high C and reposado.
Yes, I'm so down for that. Mine might be real.
Oh yeah, real. No, we'll do real. Riley, okay. You like reposado?
I'm over here like,
I think you meant to say cocktail. I think Riley meant to say cocktail.
What did I say?
You said mocktail.
Oh, I meant to say cocktail.
It's okay. I'm going to still have some drink in it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, Jackie, if people aren't familiar with you, how about you give everyone just like a little synopsis, a little bit about you that got you to where you are today?
Yeah, so I'm Jackie B. I'm from Love is Blind Season 4 here in Seattle, based in Seattle. I was in the dental field beforehand. I'm still in the dental field, but I was actually scouted on Instagram to come on Love is Blind. So that is how I got my little start. Sorry, let me grab her squeaky toy.
I was like, wait, is that Rin?
Sorry. It's her squeaky toy. I just got it, so I'm just making
It's okay. My dog does that all the time while we're filming.
We love dogs here at Drinks on Us.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. She's just in the corner being quiet, so I'm like...
Well, of course, we have some Love is Blind questions for you. So let's get started with our Q&A. So first question, you are on season 4 of Love is Blind. Can you give us insight into what it's like to be in the pods? Just like such a weird thing. Like, I can't imagine what it would be like.
Yeah, being in the pods is crazy. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. It is so surreal because they literally take everything from you. They take your phones, anything that has anything to do with electronics, they take that away from you. They take the visual away from you. So you're literally just listening to this person's voice, trying to feel them out, trying to really just be in tune with them. And honestly, when I first got in there, it was hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, how am I going to do this? Like, this is not even like possible. How can this be? You know, how can this be? Mm-hmm. And eventually, after like the 3rd or 4th date, you really start to break those icebergs down with the person across the way from you. So it honestly turned into like kind of like a fun, like dating type thing. Like, we're over here just like throwing every little question that we can to each other. It doesn't matter what kind of question it is. Just say it. Right. You're going to run out of questions eventually. So you're just throwing any and all questions at them, just trying to figure out like what they like, what they don't like, what their everyday thing is, what is a turn on, what's not a turn off. So you're literally learning everything about this person, just minus what their face is looking like, which is still kind of hard, but it was fun.
It's so wild I truly can't imagine. It's like truly a surreal experience. I think that was the perfect word, surreal, because there's just so much that, like, did you get like stir crazy at all did you feel confined at all in like your pod?
Honestly, I didn't feel confined. I think I felt more as like, what is the next steps after this? Like, what else can I answer? Or what else can I ask? Because eventually you run out of things to talk about. So it's almost kind of like repetitive after a while. I wouldn't say that I was necessarily in like a way that it was kind of like confusing or so. And I wasn't feeling like confined. I could leave and go to the bathroom or get food or something like that and come right back in. But I wouldn't say I was confined. I feel like I was more like, what else can I talk about? I'm running out of stuff to talk about, you know? That was the hardest part.
So you kind of answered our next question. I was wondering, like, do they take your phones? And so whenever you're not filming, what do you do? Do you hang out with the girls? Like, there's so much downtime, right?
Yeah. Sadly, they don't let us hang out with the girls. We're only hanging out with the girls in the lounge. And then once wrapping is over, we literally get like escorted back to our hotel room and we stay there all night. We don't talk. We don't do nothing. We just sit there until the next day when we have to go and film. So if you want to go kiki kaka with everybody, then you go ahead and do that in the lounge or in the pods. Because once you get in that van, there is no talking. Literally no talking.
Wow. And when you go to your hotel room, still no electronics?
Nope, still no electronics. We did have a TV. And we had one of those TVs where you can like do YouTube and everything. And I don't know if one of the girls was trying to like see if she can go on the internet or something and find somebody. But as soon as we came back, I think after the third day, all of our electronics was gone. Our TV was gone. Well, it wasn't gone. It was unplugged. They took the cord out. And then we had like the little phone for like people downstairs, you know, like for hotels have the phone. Right. They disconnected it. So if we needed to anything, they gave us their room numbers where like our people would be at, like our producers or whatever. And then we would just go and find them in their room and that's how we would talk to them.
That's like kind of scary.
And yeah, it was, because I was like, this is not like, I feel like it wasn't like the way that real life works. I feel like it was an experiment for sure. And obviously it is. It's once in a lifetime type thing. And it's very different. So, but when you're in it, it's kind of just like, this is not how the real world works. This is not how the real world works. It doesn't work like that at all. So it was kind of like taking me back a little bit where I'm just like, I really just want just like a simple conversation with like somebody in the pods or something, you know?
Wow.
Totally.
Sorry, I'm going to put her toy up here because she's being loud.
That is so wild. I didn't realize they just like completely cut you off. Like I thought at least the girls could hang out after hours or like when you're not filming.
I really wish. Like we would have to like, and like it was me and Monica that were like the closest ones in the pods, like right off the gate. And me and her, we had like a system where we would like write letters and slip it into like our dresses or like her dress or like underneath her door. And,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was like trying to find every little way to kind of just like communicate with, you know, some people that I wanted to. I'm just like, I want to talk, you know, I'm just here just in silence. That's not fun.
No. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious that you guys did that.
Yeah. It was literally everything. Like, I know that I was across the way from Irina, and I wouldn't say it was Morse code, but it was kind of like tapping when she wanted to talk to me. And like, you would have to be real smooth opening the door because it was almost like everyone is trying to like walk around, like security type things to make sure everyone's confined. And I would look through the peephole and make sure no one's looking. And then I would open a little bit and then we would kind of like just, you know, whisper. And then if we hear something, we slam the door immediately and act like nothing's happening. So we're just trying to get a little bit of conversation.
This is like a very serious operation. That is so nuts.
Yeah, they are not playing. When they say secret, it is secret. Okay.
Right. So you've gone through the whole experience and experiment. Would you say that you truly believe Love is Blind?
So it's hard. I would say it's 50-50. It does work for some. Clearly it works for like Chelsea Kwame, Brandon and Alexa, all of them that are still married.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who weren't so lucky like me and like the others and stuff like that, it kind of makes you think like if love is really blind, because how did it work for them and not me? But
Right.
the choices that I make obviously leads up to the point why didn't it work for me?
Mm-hmm.
But it does work for some. And the experiment works. Like, if they're still married after all these times, like Lauren and Cameron, obviously love is blind for some, but maybe for others it's just not, it's not universal.
Yeah.
So after your experience, do you feel like moving on and trying to get yourself into different relationships, have you found yourself going about it differently since being on the show and like communicating with someone so much before seeing them or whatnot? Has it changed the way you've gone about relationships?
Honestly, in a way, I kind of reverted back to my old ways, to where I'm just like very like go with the flow. I'm not going to sit here and kind of like press any issues or do anything. I'm very just like a naturalist. In the pods, you can't do that. If you want somebody, you have to do that. You have to apply the pressure. And I feel like when I was in the pods, that's so out of my element, because I'm not really like, I'm not a chaser, but even when I was in the pods, like I didn't chase nobody. I knew that I liked a couple people and I let them know, but I wasn't like gonna press or like really just be like, okay, like I have to be with you and you have to be with me, because that's just not embedded in me. So coming outside, I kind of just was like, okay, like I'm not really that great of like telling my feelings. Like I'm not really trying to be vulnerable, because I don't know what other people's like, alternative motives are. And not only that, like one of my biggest things is I don't want to be like rejected. If I sit here and like throw up all my feelings and you're sitting here like, okay, that is going to be like, all right, let me never tell my feelings again, But in the pods, that's a safe space to do so, because who cares? I don't know you from out of house and you don't know me from out of house. But when you're in a relationship in the real world like this, it's kind of just like, oh my gosh, like how am I going to, tell this person that I want X, Y, and Z, or that I don't want X, Y, and Z, or how am I going to communicate, or can I just ghost, So I definitely will say that I reverted back to my old ways getting out of the pods, because I was like, that is really hard. This was so hard for me to do. So let me just stick to my normal, like, go about relationships. And if it works, cool. And if it doesn't, then that's cool too.
And like you said, it works for some people and it doesn't work for other people. You have to do what's best for you.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you know that a relationship or something is just really not your steez or not really what you want, then why sit here and force it? Just let it go and then go be with somebody else that makes you happy, or go back to a way that you're more comfortable that might work out, because sometimes out of the box can be cool, but also it can be scary. And for me, it was scary. And I was just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah.
So how was it working with Nick and Vanessa Lachey? Did they like get involved with you guys at all? Did you ever see them? I'm always curious.
No, they just came to say hi in the beginning, like you guys saw. And they were and I think they were there for the wedding fitting, but I wasn't there.
And that's okay.
Yeah, I was not in attendance. I missed that. Yeah, but
so interesting.
Talking to Nick and Vanessa, they just came in, they did their little spiel in the first, 10 minutes, and then they leave. And then we just go right into the pods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have something to say, Rose? Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I've always wondered that dynamic, not only just with Love is Blind, but shows that have that like celebrity host, how involved they really are. So I've always guessed that they're very intermittently shown around, but it would have been cool if you got to like grow a friendship with them. Like, truly.
Like obviously it would have been cool to like, be cool with Nick and Vanessa. Like Vanessa, she follows me on Instagram and, like we like each other's pictures and stuff, but there's no really like communication Like,
Right.
you know, she's not going out of her way and I'm not going out of my way to talk. But it was just more of like a hi-bye situation. Like, okay, like, you know, you're Jacquelina. Are you happy to be here? And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. And like, she asked me like, what did I want in a relationship? And I told her that I just wanted somebody to just keep me like centered. I feel like I'm like crazy and all over the place. And I'm just very much like scattered. I'm not really like, you know, I have 15 things on my mind at once and I might just forget something. So it's nice to have somebody to just be like, hey, like, calm it down. And like, I was basically telling her like, I need like a neutron with my electron. Like, I'm an electron and I need somebody who's like neutrons, like a neutral person.
Love that.
Like, oh, I've never heard like a science thing. And I'm over here like, oh, well, let me see if I can bring some science in here.
Yeah.
So yeah. And she was like, oh, I love that. So that was it. That was the only interaction I had with them.
Okay.
Okay.
That's still cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool. They're so short. Not to like sneeze on them or nothing. I'm 5'9", so I'm taller than most people.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing Nicholas, Shay, and Vanessa, I'm like, wow, y'all are tinies. I think they're around like 5'5", 5'6".
What?
That is
Wow.
hilarious.
Yeah, there's some shorties for sure.
And I feel like you see people on TV and you don't realize like how tall or short, like I'm sure when people
Yeah.
meet you in real life, they're like, wow, you're taller than I thought. Or when people meet them, they're like, wow, you're shorter.
Yeah, for sure. Like I have some people that come up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, you are like a gigantor. You are so tall. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I played volleyball and, you know, in college and stuff like that. So I had to use my height to some advantage.
Yeah.
But not
Totally.
But seeing Nick and Vanessa, it was kind of just like a shock. Because I'm like, oh, I'm thinking they're around maybe like my height or something. But they say the TV or camera adds inches and weight and stuff like that. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That is crazy. So has being on a reality television show tainted your views on reality TV?
It has. It has for sure. I would say that when you see some of these parts, they are dramatized to the 100,000. If you think that it's like that in real life, it's not. I would say that in my situations, like obviously like the way that I talked and like my mannerisms and how I like moved around, that's definitely me. But when it came to like my storyline and everything, that was not how it rolls. Like that was not how it went at all. And I feel like people, they can't distinguish real from fake or like dramatization to the real. So I feel like a lot of that gets pushed to the wayside. And me, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was one of those people. I'm like, whatever I'm seeing on TV is exactly how it was. Like there's no editing. There's no, you know, X, Y, and Z. That's just how it is. But being in reality television and then like the spotlight and everything, you're kind of just like, oh no, that is not what happened. Y'all, that's not what happened. And like it puts a whole like different like view on reality for me at least. So when I watch like Real Housewives or when I watch other things, I give them so much grace because I know exactly what it takes or what it took to get there. And it might not be as heightened as it was on the TV, but they're going to play that up for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
The producers, they're sneaky.
They are. And they know exactly what reality TV gold is. And they're going to want that every single time. So if you are lacking or you're not doing what you need to do, they're just going to be like, you know what, we can't do nothing with you. But if they know that you're bringing something to the plate, like I was spicy, I was, you know, I'm not going to, you know, I'm very straightforward. I don't maneuver. I don't go off my path. I'm very much like how I am. They're like, oh, she's different. Let's go.
A producer's dream.
Yep.
A producer's dream.
Exactly. And like when first I got to like meet my producer, she's like, we've never had nobody like you before. Like you are very much like this. You have like, you say whatever is on your mind. You have no filter. You're just going to say it how it is. And I'm like, what else do you want me to do? And I think they were just like, love her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's fun though. It's fun, but reality TV is heightened and very dramatized for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for someone trying to heal from a past relationship?
Ooh. Well, for me, I'm still in my healing era. I'll probably be in my healing era forever, but I will say this. I will say that when you are getting over somebody, just make sure that you like cut all communications off with them. Don't even peep at them. Don't talk about them. Kind of just move forward and go through every emotion. Laugh, cry, be mad, do whatever you need to do because you need to get that out. And the more that you get that out, the more you can do it the right way and going forward. Sometimes it's hard to like say this advice because I don't do that all the time. I try to, but I don't do it all the time. And it takes a long time. Don't try and like rush it. Don't try and like, I have to go and be with X, Y, and Z or whatever. No, you don't have to go and be with other people if you don't want to. If that's how you get over somebody, then get under somebody. I feel it. But, but with me, it's kind of just like, let me just sit in all of what I have because I don't know if I'm going to be healthy for the next person that comes my way who's ready for me. So let me do what I need to do. That way I'm good for the next person. So just give yourself some time and just go through every emotion. You'll get over it eventually. Everybody does.
Time heals everything.
Advice.
Time heals everything. It does, for sure.
So what is the best piece of advice that you have been given that has really stuck with you when it comes to relationships?
One thing that I always hear is talk, communicate, say what's on your mind, say whatever you want. And it's so hard for me to say what I want because sometimes I'm just like, it don't matter what I want. I'm just here to go with the flow. But communication is everything. It's key. Talking with my therapist, she's like, no, you have to sit here and talk. Like, you cannot just sit here and not talk. That's not a thing. But I feel like when I talk, nothing that I want is coming out. It's just I'm talking in circles. So I'm trying to work on communication and kind of just disregarding the rejection part. Because I'm going to get rejected regardless. It doesn't matter if I'm on TV or not. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not going to be everybody's steez. I'm going to be rejected sometimes. So let me just go ahead and just get that out the way and just really be like, okay, this is what I want. And just deal with the rejection or the hurt or whatever that comes with it. Because that's exactly what comes with it. I can't not like dodge it because that's just something that comes with it. If they like you, cool. You don't have to deal with that. But at least I sat here and told that person what I wanted. So definitely communication is one of the biggest things in a relationship that I was told to do. And I feel like people are telling me that till they're blue in the face. And I'm just like, I'm trying. Like, I'm slow. Give me time. And they're like, no, come on, talk. So, yeah.
No, communication really is everything. And I liked the perspective you brought up too. It's like, obviously it's healthy within a relationship, but if you are communicating and being your total self from the get-go, then if you do really vibe with someone, you know that they're falling for the true authentic version of you, not like someone that you're putting on a front for.
Exactly. And that's one thing that I will never be is fake. I will always give you the real before I give you the fake. I will leave you alone before I ever be fake. So whatever you get from me is what you're going to get. So, if they like me, cool. If not, then that's cool too. That just happens to be part of the relationship is just like the rejection portion or like dating and overall is, rejection is everywhere. So I have to get over that portion to be able to just communicate. Because one thing about me is I do not like to get rejected. No one's going to sit here and reject me. But it happens. In my mind, I'm like, no, I'm unrejectable. No one's going to reject me. But it can happen.
I love that you said you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's totally fine. Like, you'd rather be yourself than be fake and please everyone.
Yeah. And like with me, it's hard to be fake because I can sit here and be fake, but it's eventually the real me is going to ooze out. Like, I can sit here and be as quiet as I want or not be as sassy or whatever as I want. But eventually, that's going to come out if you do something that I don't like. Or if you disrespect me, or if you do something, one of my biggest triggers, then I'm going to bring that out. But sometimes you have to just be able to pick and choose your battles. And sometimes I don't know how to pick and choose my battles. And I'm just like, bring me all the battles. I can fight them all.
Oh, my goodness. So we want to know what's next for you.
Everything. I'm not going to limit myself to one. Everything. I'm
Love.
like, I can tackle the whole world if I wanted to, you know? I want to break out into like modeling. I've been kind of getting like some hints here and there. Pretty Little Thing, we've been kind of like in contact and stuff like that, even though I have a partner with them already. They're kind of just like, hey, like, we kind of like the way you look, you know, how about this? I'm like, okay. And more TV shows, hopefully more reality, you know. I want to get into more into TV, because a lot of people are just like, you are gold, why not? And I'm just like, I feel like I'd be good with it. So hopefully I can, you know, get into some more TV. I had a couple, you know, House of Villains, they reached out and stuff like that. So, but when they reached out, I was kind of just like, not right now. I'm in my cooling phase. You know, when you're in your plateau where you're just like, everything is cool. Like, I just like, I'm going, let me not mess it up. But I will say that's probably one of my biggest regrets, is saying no. I should have did it, because I would have won for sure.
I love that energy. Yeah. I'm excited now that we're going to hopefully get to see more of you on the TV.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm putting it more out there because, you know, they say when you manifest things, and I'm a very good manifester. One thing about me is I got a really good manifestation. So I'm like, if I put it out there most of the time, it will happen. It will happen.
Wow, that's like a great talent to have, manifesting, like being good at that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I've always realized that if something isn't really going my way, or if it's not the way I thought it would be, and I'm like hurting and going through it, there's always something better that's going to come. So I just have to wait it out. And that was a good opportunity. Villains, you know, coming at that time was good, but I just felt like it wasn't the best time. Let me give my best time. That way I can give you the best of me. I can give you the best of me. That way everyone is just like, cool. Because if I would have did it at that time, y'all would have been like, oh no, she needs to get off the screen. So that's why I wanted to just be like in a better like mindset, and I'm manifesting it for it to come. So I'm like, if it's meant to be mine, it will always be mine. It will be for me.
Yes,
I'm taking that with me. I love that.
Yes. Take it. It's good. It's good.
Love. So we are going to have you participate in our Girls Room segment. This is an advice segment where we take anonymous submissions from our listeners, whether they need advice or really anything that you would talk about in a girls' room. So we have 3 submissions today. First one. Hi girls, love you both and love the pod. I need some advice on a situation that happened to me and want to hear how you would have handled it. Long story short, I was cooking dinner on a cast iron skillet in my apartment and the entire thing went up in flames. The fire alarm immediately went off and my fight or flight kicked in and I totally panicked. So I pulled a Morgan Wallen and grabbed the cast iron, ran it to my balcony and threw it off. For context, I live in an apartment building in the middle of downtown on the 5th floor of a high rise. Thank God no one below was hurt and I wasn't burned, but I would love to hear how y'all would have handled this situation and what I could have done differently. Any fire safety tips are welcome.
You know what? She did exactly what I would do. I'm on the 7th floor. I don't know what I'm going to do. The fire department, they're going to take for long to come. You can't put water on it. I always heard that you could put like sugar on a fire to kind of like dim it down, or salt on the fire to dim it down. But when you're in that fight or flight mode, you don't know what to do. You just want to get that out. So she did exactly what I would have done. I would have opened that window and just threw it out. And RIP to whoever's on the bottom.
No, imagine throwing a burning cast iron skillet off your balcony. Like, she is so lucky that no one was down there.
She's very lucky, but at the same time, sometimes it'd be like that. So she did great. A+. I wouldn't have done anything different. I wouldn't have done nothing.
I know, like, your fight or flight, I feel like it's hard to say what you do until you're in that moment. I do remember one time when I first got my first air fryer, it still had the plastic in the inserts and it started smoking up and I ran it out and threw it on my balcony. I didn't throw it off the balcony, just on my balcony. Yeah. And so I can't say I would maybe be far off of her. So yeah, honestly, girl, just consider yourself lucky that it worked out how it did. I maybe take the tip from Jackie of salt or sugar. We should get clarification which one it is.
Yeah, don't quote me on that because I'm not a fire department person. I don't know which is which, but she did exactly what I did. I would have been like, no, go ahead and open that door. Go ahead and open the door. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I don't genuinely, what do you do when your pan catches on fire? throw it out the window,
if I
guess.
don't have a lid, if there's like no lid nearby, usually if there's like a little spark or something like that, I can just pop a lid on it and it like controls the fire to die down. But if you don't have a lid, it's kind of like, dang, what do I do? And I always was told you never put water on a pan like that because it's just going to create more. So I was like, okay, so we need to figure out. I think it's sugar. I think it might be sugar. I'm not sure about salt, but it might be one of the two. But even if those two didn't work, throwing outside is the best answer.
Okay, well, I love that.
That renter's insurance, we can't have that go up. So we just gonna have to sacrifice that outside.
Wait, that's so true. I love this thought process.
Money is everything. You can't just, I'll be like, do I want to raise my renter's insurance or do I just want to toss it outside and save it? Let's toss it outside.
Okay, well, you're definitely making this person feel better. So we love that advice.
Yes, A+ girl. Good job.
A+.
Do it again.
I'm sure she feels better unburdening herself. Like,
sure.
good for her for having the courage to tell us.
Right.
She's like, yes, I did it. I did exactly what I needed to do.
Yes, right. Pat yourself on the back.
For sure.
Okay. Next submission. I'm not a gym girl, but want to get active. Right now, finances are tight, so a gym or a place with classes is not ideal. Any tips on home or outdoor workouts?
Oh, I do have a couple like things on YouTube. There's one lady, I can't remember her channel at all, or her name, but she sits there and she does 20 minutes of just sitting down and doing just like exercise, just starters. This is just to like get into something. So this is perfect for her. She doesn't talk or anything. She just plays music and she sits there and she kind of just does like some bands, like some arms, and like she'll do like her legs just sitting down just to get into something. And then there's also like in-home Pilates things. I know that Raven from season 3, she loves to do her little Pilates online and they're very easy to follow. So you could do that too. Me, I'm not a gym girl at all. So I feel it. I don't have no drive to get in the gym. I don't have no wishes to get in the gym. But just to get into like dibble dabble my feet into like the workout world, I would definitely start with like the 20-minute just sitting there, you know, doing just like a good little like arm workout or leg workout or something like that, and going on to like Pilates on like YouTube with like Raven or something like that. And there's tons of workout videos on YouTube that you don't really necessarily have to do the whole, you know, go ahead and bench press or do this or do that. No, you don't have to do all that. There's some little, you know, nice, easy ways to work your way in. And then if you want to get to eventually bench pressing and stuff, you can. But there's some good ones on YouTube. You just type in like 20-minute workout, 20-minute sitting down workout. They'll pop up. Sorry, here's Jew.
Oh, hi,
puppy.
Yes.
Wait, that
So
is
sweet.
great advice. I feel like you can
Yeah.
find anything on YouTube. Like you said, like a sitting down workout or a Pilates workout.
Yep.
Great
They
advice.
have like
Yeah.
HIIT workouts, no equipment. Like if you're like looking to, you could get like 1 or 2 dumbbells, but even if not, they have like totally like equipment free ones. So
Exactly.
also walking is incredible. I know Riley and I love walking. So don't underestimate walking and just being outside too. You could do combination, little 20-minute sit down, 20-minute walk. And I feel like that will ease you in and you'll probably kind of grow and expand from there.
That's good too. Walking is very, very good. It gets like your blood flowing going and all that type of stuff. So that's very good. Walking too, for sure.
And it's free.
It's free. I love free. FRE.
We love free.
Love those words. Yes, we love it.
Okay, last one. I am moving into a newly built home this summer, but I feel like everyone has their different opinions on what I should do with the house, like decor, etc. I like when people give me their opinions when I ask, but hate it when I don't. I am definitely a people pleaser, but at the same time, this is my home. What do I do? What is your advice if you were in my shoes?
Tell people to shut up. This is my house. Do you pay for it? No. I'm gonna decorate it exactly how I want it to. And if you don't like it, don't come over.
Love.
I'm not gonna sit here and put my space to please people who ain't gonna come over anyways. They just sit here and tell you like, hey, like you should do X, Y, and Z, but you hear once every couple months. So why should I take whatever you have to say into account when you don't be contributing at all, like bill wise, rent-wise, whatever. I don't have to take any of your stuff seriously at all. I can take your input. I can be like, hey, what do you think about this? But I don't necessarily have to go along with it because your opinion doesn't matter in my household. Because I'm going to fix it exactly how I want to. So if she wants to have pink rooms, green walls, a Cirque du Soleil house, let her do that because she's going to be happy. And do exactly what you want to do to be happy. Go and put whatever you want to do. This is your house. This is your blank canvas. Be creative and do whatever you want to do. Your house is not a people pleaser and it's not a hotel.
Yeah. Love. It's so true though. I guess I don't know how I would suggest like navigating if they like give their opinion without it being warranted. But at the end of the day, I feel like my instinct to reply would be like, oh, like I love that everyone can have totally different styles that suit their home. Like I'm going for this vibe, so you should try that in your house or something.
Exactly. I was just gonna say, oh, you love that opinion? Maybe you should try that to yourself. Oh, I love that for you. That's how you divert it. Just be like, oh, for real? I think that would go great with your brick walls or whatever they have. Bring up something that's in their house and kind of go, oh, brick walls. That'd be good over there. But not in my house.
No, that's honestly great advice. I am a people pleaser too. So it's like you always feel like you have to do things to please, these people in your life. But it's like what you said, it's your house. It's not their house. And also, why do they care? They're not living there. So
Exactly.
I hope this advice helps you. And I'm sorry that you're having trouble with this to this person.
Yeah. And whoever that person is who's getting upset with you for not asking or not doing what you need to do, that's not a friend. That's a hater. Because that's somebody who's trying to portray or put something on you for you to do something. And if you don't do that, that person's kind of like, okay, so, and you're kind of just like, okay, well, by your reaction, that lets me know everything I need to know.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if I have, hairy walls. If I want to put hair on my walls, I'm going to put hair on my walls. And, that's just what I'm going to do in my household.
Wait, Jackie, I hope you don't have hair on your walls.
No, I don't got no hair on my walls. I'm just saying, if some people want to put hair on their walls, they can. And it's nobody's job to get upset. Damn.
Honestly, what you need to do, whoever's listening, is just play this the next time they're at the next time they're with you and be like, oh, how ironic.
Or call me or put me on FaceTime because I'll let them know. I'll be like, do you contribute? Do you do anything? You don't? Okay, so keep your mouth shut and keep it moving. Because I got that person's back regardless. We're not going to, we can't have that. Because this is your safe space. This is your peace. This is your temple. This is where you lay your head. This is, where you run around, naked. This is everything that you need to do in your household. And this is nobody's opinion. This is nobody's nothing to come and try and do anything about my house. Because this is where I lay my house. This is my peaceful. This is my temple. And I'm not playing that.
Period.
Period.
Mic drop. Nothing more needed to be said.
I ate that.
You did. Oh my gosh. Well, I think this concludes our happy hour. Thank you so much, Jackie, for joining us. You are hilarious and so much fun. And we just appreciate you coming on so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast. Invite me back anytime. I'll give the real to anybody any day.
Yes. Oh my God. We'll definitely bring you back. And before we close this up, where can everybody find you on social media?
Yeah, you can follow me on my Instagram, Jacqueline Bonds, or you can find me on TikTok on Jacqueline Baby. I do stupid TikToks, so we'll see.
We love stupid TikToks.
But definitely follow me on Instagram. You'll see more of what's brewing in the background for me.
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us, Jackie.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Drinks on Us. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, share, leave a review, and share this with your friends and family.
Yay. Thank you guys so much. What an awesome episode. What should we cheers to, Rye? Love being maybe blind?
Love being 50-50 blind?
50-50 blind. We're going to cheers to that. Cheers to our awesome guest, and cheers to Dance Moms Healing the World.
Salute our troops.
And we will see you, of course, same time, same place next week. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.